according to my studies, every mass defect in the universe, for example, every nuclear explosion, particle collider, experiment in particle collider, every radioactivity, every active stars in the universe, every stellar explosions like supernova, colliding neutron star, colliding black holes, and all such events create so much mass defect. All these mass defects actually is converted into a super thin form of matter. Either is not a new concept, space filling substance is not a new concept, it is very ancient concept. The ancient Greeks, ancient Indians also believed in a space filling substance called ether. Ether is a name only, but according to my studies, I reached to the conclusion that mass defect in the universe is converted into ether. So, space is filled with ether. It's a simple logic. If space is filled with ether, then the space inside an atom also is filled with ether. In fact, the idea that electrons are continually moving around the nucleus, or electrons are consistently in motion in atoms is a mental construct of Rutherford, because Rutherford only first proposed electron negatively charged particles are moving around the nucleus. In fact, there is no evidence for that. This is only a mental construct to answer the question how an atom gets its volume and why electrons are not collapsing into the nucleus. That question led Rutherford to propose that perhaps electrons are revolving around the nucleus, and scientists after came, they conceived that concept and moved forward. Then de Broglie came with his matter hypothesis, and Davison Germer, G.P. Thomson, they conducted experiments with the electron beams, and they found that moving electrons exhibit wave-like behavior. In fact, it's a confirmed idea that moving electrons exhibit not only moving electrons, moving particles. Any particle, if you give kinetic energy, it moves not in a straight line, it moves like in a wavy path. You can find scientists found, experimentally confirmed that every particle, even atoms, molecules also, when they move, they don't move in a straight path, they move in a wavy pattern. But as I said, space is filled with ether. So, according to my studies, wave nature of matter is directly linked with the presence of ether particles in space. When a particle moves through space, it constantly collides with the ether particles in space. That makes particles to move in a wavy mode. In fact, according to my studies, wave nature of matter tells nothing but it tells about the existence of space filling substance. In fact, wave nature of matter is an evidence for the space filling substance according to my studies. So, another thing is that ether is a form of matter. So, it has all the properties like mass, probably charge, and magnetic property also. So, since it's a form of matter, it will be attracted by gravitational force. So, every massive body maintains a dense region of ether around the body. So when light passes through this region of space, because of the density difference, it will get refracted, just like how lens refract light. since sorry since a massive body maintains a dense region of ether around the body, it creates a high optical density region. So when light passes through this region of space, light will get refracted and bent. In fact, this can explain gravitational lensing, starlight bending, etc. So according to my studies, this missing mass, I start with missing mass because this is one of the biggest question in my opinion in physics. What actually happens to a mass defect? That is the biggest question in physics in my opinion. So Einstein, according to Einstein, mass defect is converted into energy. Mass can be converted into energy. Actually, in fact, I am sorry, that is a wrong idea. According to my studies, matter and energy are two completely different things. Matter and energy are entirely two different entities. Without energy, matter cannot move through space, or without matter, energy doesn't have any value. So both are interlinked, but they are separate. So I am sorry to Einstein. I have a huge respect for Einstein for his lot of contributions to science. For example, his explanation of Brownian motion, and laser, his contribution, and the explanation for photoelectric effect. And also, he is the first person who proposed the idea that gravity, when light passes through a gravitational field, it will get bent. That is, Einstein proposed the idea. So I admire that idea. But his explanation, and also he is the first person who proposed the idea that small amount of matter can release a large amount of energy. That also Einstein proposed the idea that small amount of matter can convert into a large amount of energy. That is the original concept. So for that concept, I respect Einstein, but my disagreement with his explanation for this phenomena. That is only my disagreement. I have a huge respect for Einstein, but this is my I hope you understand what I recently published a book. You can buy it from Amazon. And a new edited version of my book is coming soon. My first edition of book is I made it hurry, so you can find some error here there. Now second edition of my book is coming soon, so you will get a more accurate picture about my work. At the same time, I plan to publish my book. I am preparing for my papers for a peer-reviewed journal for my works. Here one construction is happening. There is one construction is happening, so this is making so much noise. Sorry for that. I hope you can hear what I am saying. Now I am preparing. Sorry, it's too noise here. It is very noise. So now I am preparing my works for peer review, but the problem is that I have so many papers I have, so it is difficult to. I am an independent researcher doing my research. I don't have any support. I got my friend Michael Daniel Donald McDonald, he supported me for my research. Otherwise, I am an independent researcher. So I have to so many papers are there to publish. So I am starting with one by one. I preparing for a peer review. Okay, so so only I want to tell today. I hope you enjoy my videos and my new series. Please keep watch my videos. Thank you for your support. I'll come with a new video soon. Thank you everybody. I am Joseph George.